Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Usually I don't use the podium, but because I'm in the middle, I'm standing here, okay? Again, this is another chance for you to impress each other. Do your best in your presentations. From now on, after tonight, every presentation is not just a new theme, but also a new skill in presentation. So for example, your next presentation will be about your voice. So you have to change the way your voice goes up and down. And maybe the next one will be about something else. So every week will be quite different. The new topic, of course, but also a new skill in presentations. Okay? So before we begin then, I gave homework to some of my university students. I gave them homework. Well, every week they have homework anyways. But the homework I gave them was a TED Talk speaker. And she talks about body language, etc. But there was something that I really liked that she did. And she was talking about how to make yourself feel like you are important. And I thought this is very important. So for tonight, again, no notes. Yes? Yes, you know that now. Actually, from now on, no notes. Ever. Ever. You will never use notes. But the other thing I'd like for you to do is begin to feel more positive about your presentations, okay? So show that you are positive. Even if you make a mistake, it's okay. Just continue. Don't stop. Just continue with your presentation. Many TED Talk speakers make mistakes, but they don't stop. They just keep going, right? And that's what we want you to learn. Feel positive, keep going. Great. So first pick, everybody knows who is going to be the first speaker and the second speaker and all that. Did you select already? Not yet? So let me give you like a minute to please quickly pick your speakers and evaluators also. Okay, go. Okay, this time I'm gonna change the rule a little bit. Who's the evaluator? Okay, great. So evaluators, please evaluate the speakers, okay? Okay, mentors, who's sitting at mentors? Mentors, I want you to evaluate anytime they use what's called a filler, okay? Which is if they go, or don't say anything, okay? Space, when they're thinking. Those kinds of fillers I want you to mark, okay? And also, I want you to listen for any words they repeat many times. For example, I, blah, 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 blah. I, blah, 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 blah. I. Count how many I's they keep repeating, okay? And their body language. Anytime they touch their face or their sleeves, they do this. Anytime they do that, strange body language, I want you to mark it. And then, when they finish their presentation, you tell them, this is what I saw. And this is what I heard. You got it?
Yes.
Okay, so fillers, repeating words, strange body language. Great.
Right.
Now.
Hi, good evening.
Hi.
My name is Shuri Metoki, and this time I will teach you the words. The words gave me a power to fail and change. I am a nursing student. 1 month ago, I was on practice at mental hospital. At mental hospital, the medical staff are too to treat patients who have the mental disease because it is difficult to communicate with people.
I went abroad to Australia for 2 weeks.
So through our conversation,
In Australia,
they can learn how to
we have to
build
say
the relationship.
anything
So
friends.
we need to open our mind and
I can't
talk
do that,
obediently.
but
But
I
it was difficult
don't
for me.
keep
Last time I said I wanna do well, and I usually make faces which.
Thank you for your speech. I think your smile very good. Speech is so slowly and I can understand what you say. So it is very good point. But today's our theme is how to inspire the disappointed people. So I cannot understand how to inspire. I want to say it at first your speech introduction. I want to say about it. So it's not a good point, but overall.
Today I'm going to talk about inspire. So it is embarrass me. So because I think it is stiff things. So but I find I like the answer. So yesterday I made the effort to search the answer. So but first I think I don't think I can't extremely come up with ideas. But I found two ideas, so I will tell you them. So first, when it comes to me, so that in others, so when I'm depressed by anything, I don't know about it. So when I'm depressed, so like I'm lost. So because there are many problems, but I can't find the exact answer.
I calculate the fear and so much so and so maybe 20 times, maybe
Wow.
more.
20.
Maybe more. Sorry, I don't calculate.
presentation.
I want to ask, when you challenge difficulties, how do you overcome your anxious? In order to continue growing, we need to challenge sometimes. Today, I want to talk about one of my challenge. As I told you last week, I joined an announcement club and I sometimes do MC. One day, one person who I respect most called me and asked me to do MC. At the time, I tried to say, "Oh, okay, I'll do it," as usual. However, after I heard the next words from him, I was silent. He said to me, "Harumi, this event is not as usual. Nearly 400 people all around Asia will participate this event. I want you to do a facilitator and using Japanese, English, and..."
Thank you very much. I really appreciate what you've done to prepare for tonight. Unfortunately, there's a few things that I have to tell you. Number one, some of you didn't prepare as much as you should have, and I can tell. I can quickly tell who prepared and who didn't. Okay? Not just by the time, but by the delivery. How you're giving me your message. The way you gave it to me, I could say, "Oh, this person practiced," and then other times I could say, "Oh, this person didn't practice." And I can tell. It's quite easy. The second thing is, tonight was supposed to be about you inspiring others. You inspiring others, not somebody inspiring you. Okay? So I think a lot of you missed that point. You were telling stories about how you got inspired, but you didn't really inspire anyone as much as I wish you could have inspired someone, because I didn't feel inspired. I was waiting to be inspired. I was, "Oh my gosh, ooh, somebody give it to me, give it to me." And it never came. So that's the other thing. Third, tonight you learned more about your own presentation style, right? You before only got evaluated by one person, but tonight you got evaluated by 2 or 3 people. So you're beginning to see some of your, what we call quirks, personal quirks. And a quirk is a habit that you usually have. Some speakers, they'll touch their hair or hands in a pocket or something like that. And the biggest quirk that I notice is how to control your hands. Many people don't know what to do with their hands, and this is the biggest obstacle you will have giving presentations or speeches. And finally, what is the difference between a presentation and a speech? The difference is that a presentation, you're kind of giving information to an audience, almost like you're teaching them something. That is a presentation. I'm showing you something that I know and I would like for you to know. Where a speech is more about me connecting with the audience. I have to connect with you. On this side, somebody said, one of the evaluators, I think it was yourself, Shiori. Shiori was telling Hisato, I wish you could have looked at us because I didn't feel like you really looked at us. You kind of looked around, but I never got that connection with your eye. And I thought, yeah, that's exactly how the audience should feel, that you're connecting with them, not just visually, but emotionally. You have to connect with the audience. This is going to be the biggest problem you're going to have. Many people are great speakers. They are. Look at TED, look at YouTube, look at many places. They're great speakers, but they just cannot connect to the audience. This is the biggest problem we have, in my personal opinion. How one can become a really good presenter. Okay? So when we come back, we're going to continue because the next few presentations are going to get a little bit more and more difficult. It's about skill, but also about a topic. And I want you to find your style. You have to find your style. Stop telling stories. Don't come here and tell a story. We don't need that. We don't need somebody reading a book to us. I want you to come here and be honest. Be honest who you are. Show us who you are. And then ask for help. And we can all help each other. But if you just come here, oh yeah, I have a presentation. Let me see, what can I talk about? Yeah, I'll talk about my cat. Okay, and then you give me a story about your cat. Well, that's, why are you here? Why are you here? I think all of you really want to challenge yourselves, and I want to challenge you. But you have to help me, okay? I want to help you, but you have to help yourself as well. So, for the next few presentations, if you have any questions about what you're supposed to do, please ask the mentors. Mentors, help me. What am I supposed to do? How can I be better? And they will guide you because they graduated through this. They know what it's like. I challenge them every week, just like I'm challenging you tonight. And I'm telling you, no one inspired me. Nobody. I didn't feel like, oh, I'm going to go and follow that person. That's what an inspirational speech should be. It should be very inspirational, like, yeah, let's go, right now. That's inspirational. But I didn't feel that. I felt like people were just telling me a story. Like you had a book in front of you. So let's overcome that, okay? Can we overcome that?
Yes.
Yes? We got to do it together, okay? We got to do it together. We have to overcome. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Well, then let's do it. Take a break, okay? Take a break, come back, and let's do it.